You gotta hit the three if you're gonna stay. Azonia from deep knocks down the three on the buzzer.
We capped off an insane regular season, and we finally get to the best time of the year. With Paris and Real Madrid securing their playoff spots through the play-in tournament, we got the final standings for the postseason. And oh man, what a postseason is going to be.
Risky pass picked off by Fournier. And Williams-Goss fires it in. Bezenkov with the now you see it, now you don't.
Olympiacos have been dominant all season long and deservedly clinched the #1 seed, but they might have been better off lower. With Real dropping their first play-in game against Paris, they entered the playoffs as the 8th seed and faced the Reds in what might be the most insane quarterfinal series in this year's postseason. In a matchup between two teams that know each other way too well, it's going to be a war. Madrid are entering the playoffs as one of the hottest teams in the Euroleague, while Olympiacos on the other hand have lost 3 of their last 5. Los Blancos have lost both matchups against Olympiacos this season. However, there's a twist. Since the round-robin format was introduced in 2016, the first seed has never won the Euroleague title. 0 out of 7. And yeah, Olympiacos have already been victims of that curse once.
Working against foul, beats him with the dribble, pulls up at the elbow, high arcing James, good!
This is a series where home court could mean everything. Olympiacos have the second most home wins with 13, just behind, you guessed it, Real Madrid with 14. On the other side, while Madrid may struggle on the road, winning only 6 of 16 games, they have the best defense in the league when playing away. This is EuroLeague royalty behind me, and I'm always tuned in to every team with EuroLeague TV. I can watch up to 4 games live or catch the replays anytime I want. And you can join me by clicking the link in the description and typing code HEATCHECK15 for 15% off your first year of subscription. That matters because Olympiacos have only won 2 games this season when scoring under 80 points. So if Madrid puts some pressure on Olympiacos early, they might make them crumble.
Oh no, they've lost into the backcourt, he's stolen away, Campazzo trying to draw the foul, he does draw the foul!
But then again, losing in the 2023 finals gives Olympiacos one extra reason to beat Madrid. Then add Sasha Vezenkov as well, who has all the motivation in the world after losing out on the regular season MVP award, and we might see Olympiacos sweeping Madrid in 3 games.
Oh my goodness, well you can't defend that, that is just...
But then again, this is Real Madrid we're talking about, a team that always seems to find a way to steal it at the last second and come out on top. Heck, with how they started the regular season, even a playoff appearance would be out of sight for any other squad. And when you take in the fact that they've made 0 adjustments from the start of the season, it's even more incredible how far they've managed to come. Speaking of adjustments, this series won't be decided by coaching tweaks, as neither Bartzokas nor Chus Mateo like to change their game plans. It'll all come down to raw execution, matchups, and a little playoff luck. And if I had to bet my life on it, I'd say that Olympiacos will win it in 5.
Bezenkov. Whoa! This is Pareil.
The second clash is between Fenerbahce and Paris basketball, who have given us one of the craziest regular season games of the season.
Hayes Davis wide open, Hayes Davis, if it goes, Hayes Davis!
While Fenerbahce have once again proven themselves as a EuroLeague powerhouse this season, Paris' Cinderella arc is definitely the best storyline of the year. However, for every story there's an end, and I think this will be it for Paris. Fenerbahce's experience is just too much for Paris to overcome in a playoff series. Fener won both games against Paris in the regular season, and they did so with 2 major comebacks, which should be a good indicator of how the series will go. If Paris wins a game in this one, it will most likely be the first one, while Fener is still undergoing preparations. However, when you have Saras on the bench, adjustments will come sooner rather than later, just like they did in the second halves of both regular season games, where Fener absolutely took over.
Score here surely puts Fenerbahce out of sight. Spin move, Guduric, whistle. How big is that? How big is that?
Babarovic, this will tie the game if it goes. Tarek Babarovic!
Fener's experience and depth will play a crucial role in this one. On the other hand, Paris' rotation is shortened and will give Fenerbahce an opportunity to focus heavily on TJ Shorts. My call, Fenerbahce in 4. Paris might get 1 win, but I doubt they can get more. However, I didn't believe in them at the beginning of the season as well, so don't be surprised if I have underestimated them once again, which is something that can be said about Anadolu Efes as well.
Thompson up high. Poirier back with a bang. Thompson into Poirier. And the lead is 24. And Beaubois one of Ataman's former players.
Anadolu Efes entered the postseason as the hottest team in the Euroleague. However, they have to play in the Oaxaca, where nobody is the favorite besides Panathinaikos.
19 in this period. And here he goes again, the hot hand looking to burn this whole building down.
Panathinaikos is by far the best team in the Euroleague when playing at home. However, Efes are no pushovers themselves, as they come into the postseason with 9 wins in their last 10 games, with the only loss in this streak coming from, you guessed it, the Oaxaca in Athens. Despite that game finishing with a 15-point margin, it was close until the last 5 minutes when Kendrick Nunn went completely bonkers, which is something I expect in this series as well.
Kendrick Nunn just knows he's that good.
Efes is a team to respect, as they have shown that you can never count them out, no matter the circumstances. In the last 10 rounds of the Euroleague, they have been shooting lights out from 3, which is also an aspect that Panathinaikos struggles with defending. However, Panada don't give a damn about defense, as they tend to beat their opponents simply by outscoring them, especially in the Oaxaca, where they score an astonishing 95.8 points per game. This, combined with their experience, should set them apart from Efes, who will definitely try and make things interesting. However, I'm going with Panathinaikos in 4.
Of this back and forth battle of heavyweights, and Kendrick Nunn! Nunn breaking free, bumping bodies, putting it in, and 1.
This is going to be a series decided by offense and experience, something similar to our last quarterfinals matchup between AS Monaco and Barcelona. On one side, you've got Mike James and Daniel Tice flourishing in the Spanoulis offense. On the other end, you've got a physical, grinded-out Barca squad that beat Monaco 2 times in the regular season in convincing double-digit fashion. This is definitely the most evened-out matchup out of all, which is something that you'd expect from a battle between the 4th and the 5th seed. In a series that can go both ways, it's all going to come down to experience and roster depth, something that Monaco has over Barcelona. However, despite all of that, Monaco's defensive inconsistencies could end up being the biggest power shifter in the series and give Barcelona the upper hand when it matters the most. And with guys like Kevin Punter leading the way, don't be surprised if you see a Barcelona takeover.
Punter gets to his spot. Oh my goodness, that is excellent.
Punter. Deep 3, the surely not shot!
This is the only matchup where there is no real home court advantage. Both Monaco and Barca are playing better on the road than they do at home. In my opinion, this one's going to Game 5 with 2 splits in the Sale Garçon and in the Blaugrana. And if it goes that far, there's one guy that I believe would want to have the final words.
Alpha Diallo with a crucial offensive rebound, wide open 3 from the hash mark, scorches the twine.
While this is a series that can definitely go both ways, I hope that Monaco make it through, because I see them as a far better matchup for Olympiacos in the Final 4. However, that one is still pretty far away, as these are only my predictions for the Euroleague quarterfinals. So who do you think will make it to Abu Dhabi? Comment down below, and for more Euroleague madness, check out this video right here. Talk to you in the next one, peace out.